Sulaiman Rahim here, Master of the Covenant, break us 7 seals. Fear, fear. We've been under a cloud of fear for 500 years. Now people are still in a state of fear now. They're just used to it. They fear the police. They fear all kinds of fear going to jail, fear private things they don't acknowledge, but fear. 20 years of fear, terrorism. That's what we're exposed to. But now that fear is about to come to an end, and it's going to be sent back to them. Whirlwind. The fear that they're going to experience unimaginable. Unimaginable. They said just from the anticipation of it, the hearts will be failing. Great fear is about to grip America, and by extension, all beings. But it's going to grip the whole world. Not like it's going to grip here. The whole world's going to be in a state of fear. Fear of confusion. Types of fear. Fear of confusion. How people experience initially fear of confusion. When lights go out, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Panic. But they won't come out of it. Because there's going to be a bright light. That's another thing that's mentioned on this broadcast Sunday. People saying a great light, and that great light is supposed to be Farrakhan. He's the great light, the light that God said don't shine. See how stupid that is? Be quiet. Well, great light, that's what they're going to see, but he can't see it because he said, shut that light out, shut it down. How stupid that is. Yeah. I'm going to try to, I was going to speak to this a couple of days because what I'm trying to explain, brothers and sisters, it takes a lot of time. You know someone familiar, I don't think they understand it either. Because to try to understand what's really going on. Like Solomon said, get knowledge and get wisdom. He was talking to his son. And all that getting, get understanding. And some of us have some wisdom and from experience, and some knowledge, reading. And none of us had understanding. None of you have any understanding. I'm trying to refer to you and understand it. Because how can you have understanding when you believe in Jesus? He'll come and save you, right? And you're going to hell when you die, and those demons, they're spirits, and you think you got some spirit in you. You have any understanding. You couldn't if you had that kind of stuff. Because none of that stuff real. That isn't not true. Prove right there you have no understanding. None. You always say, I understand. I offended him. I said, no, you don't understand. We use that word like love. It has no foundation, has no force behind it. I love you. That's just throw it out there. I got a family member. I love you. I said, okay, well, if you love me, tell me what about me that you love. Silence. It says, you ever accept my advice? You ever follow my example? No. Then what is it about you, me you love? I just love you. But you know, that's bullshit. No, you don't. Because actually you despise me. You actually despise me because you don't take my advice. You don't listen to anything I say. You think I'm stupid. You don't do the things I explain you should be doing, like buy a pill, because you think they're stupid. So that means you think I'm stupid. If you thought it was sense, you would be doing them. And you don't think like that. You got family members that you put in your heart that it is. That will not get you to tribulation. You have to come to here. This whole archive has been based on heart. Heart, heart, heart. Your Bible's all about heart, because it's not about this. So action speaks louder than words. I do not speak English, I speak actionless. Action speaks louder than words. Jesus said in the Bible, the Bible said, if you love me, follow my example. So if I give you advice and you don't take it, like I got a family member, the advice, you don't take it, you don't listen, you don't follow my example. I give you information, you reject it. No, you don't love me, you despise me. You're not going to fool me. Tell me you love me. I'm going to blind me, because some people can say it. I'm saying, I don't listen to those words. I don't listen to anything you say. I'm watching your action. I don't care. People say, nothing. Oh, I understand. Then you ask them a question, they can't answer it. They don't understand. But you've been taught, right? Just to say words. That's what Europeans do. Say words. There's nothing behind them. I don't have to say words. Like I said, in my relationship, I don't think I've ever used the word in no time I've been with my word used either. We know we care about each other. We love each other. But she'll tell you, you feel totally safe, secure with me. You know how to take care of me. You never had any problem. She's secure. She does whatever she wants to do. She's happy. She's safe. She's protected. Now she knows how. Now she knows. Now she knows. I have to say, I love you. Actions prove it. So that's the situation. We find ourselves in words. No words out there. So I'm going to try to explain the best I can, because like I said, you have to have understanding. And no, none of you have it. I probably ask you a question, right, and answer it. So you understand, I understand, no, you don't understand. Why use that? Because that's the word we use. What they mean is, oh, get it. When you understand it, get what you're saying. You understand something that's deep. It means you got you see it from every perspective. Well, I won't go that far, but you see it in totality. Not with your eyes, and that's probably not even a good explanation either. Understand is profound, and so when we talk, I'm going to get through this whole thing again today. But for instance, you take your idea. Now, the idea you have is entirely emotional. Now, emotional is mathematics, but you have to put in context like seasons. So, yeah, you gotta be nice to babies. Why? Why everybody nice to babies? I will tell you to be nice to babies. Nowhere near tell you to be nice to babies. In fact, there's a lot of baby killing in the Bible. A lot of baby killing. Because the way you look at things, hey, if somebody experience like that, you say, well, God, something wrong with God. There's something wrong with you. Because that's not the way mathematics look at things. Oh, it's okay to eat baby pig. It's baby pig. Really? You know, it talks about Exodus. Is that they went through 4 years through the wilderness. This concept I'm trying to elaborate. I never really explained this clearly, so I'm going to attempt to tonight. I mentioned the other day that somebody said, well, that's mostly old folks. No, it's not just old folks. When you put coal under pressure, all of it doesn't turn to diamonds. The coal doesn't just have that ability, but it's crushed to dust. All of us didn't get converted to diamonds. Some of us got crushed. Some of us didn't convert to diamonds. Some of us got crushed. And so when you look at it from that point of view, that's all the people that's got to be, when you went to the wilderness, get rid of them. Separate that was transformed, which that was a transform. A transform corruptly, corrupted, in a corrupt form. I'm not necessarily talking about those, I said that group that everlasting Parliament. Because remember, this group doesn't even make it. The everlasting Parliament. This is a group that talk about Exodus that doesn't even get to that stage. Doesn't even get to the tribulation. Doesn't even get there. Another group. I'm going to speak to that group right now. See, a lot of us got family members in that group, and we think we're going to somehow save them. But you don't understand how the internet works. You don't understand how mathematics works. You don't understand God. You don't understand any of this. But I got family members. They got the same DNA I got. Didn't transform. Nothing you can do about it. You can't force it. The process is already taking place. The process taking place is the Holocaust is gone. That was the transformative event. The transformative procedure. And that's over. There's no one else can transform from diamonds to gold to diamonds anymore. That horse is sailed. That ship has sailed. If you didn't make it, then just dust. Dust. So, let me put it this way. You know, in the book of Mark, I know you pay attention to this. Like I said, if I didn't have the patience I have, no way I could do this. But it seemed like, you know, things I have to explain. I don't understand the condition of our people. And even though I understand it, it still says, well, some things kind of simple. That's my problem. Remember the man in Mark, he didn't have his mind right. He beating himself up, right? But one thing you didn't notice, I bet you didn't notice this, and I'm going to tell you, those you that paid attention to whatever, I guarantee you that you didn't notice this. Well, how was he able to see the Son of Man when he saw Jesus from a distance and ran to him with his messed up mind? How do you do that? That's a question every came to your mind. How do you do that? Because the diamond in him, Lord Jesus. See? But he was a piece of diamond. When you pull a diamond out of the ground, it's still covered with dirt and shit and everything else. You have to clean it off, then you realize a diamond. Otherwise, it could be a piece of coal. But you still got diamond nature. You might have a demon mind or a devil mind, but you still got a diamond nature. His nature was saw Jesus. So a kindred spirit. They ran to him and submitted. And then just gave him his mind back. That was the only problem he had. He was already transformed. He just didn't have the right. You might come and tell me they scored that up. I guarantee you they didn't. These little points you miss. You don't pay attention to these things. They got his mind back, but he transformed. He's a diamond. His diamond would guide him. His mind didn't. His nature did. A lot of people still got a cold nature, which was okay for the Holocaust. I mean, it won't be for the new reality is coming in. And you got to make the cut. I don't care if you baby or 1,000 years old, female, whatever, it doesn't matter. That's mathematics. And and right now your mathematics is very limited on an emotional level. Oh, the little babies. The little babies. Little babies. Baby rat grew up to be an adult rat. These things you don't have to come to, because once you come to the mathematical standard, your whole reality is the way you look, and the way you act, what happens in your life. Because I look around, I see family members and everything else, they're totally wasted. What decisions they made, and now they're paying for them. The decision made on a crushed nature. With a bad mind, that's a bad combination. So they have no vision at all. There's darkness. And no advice, anything you're going to do is help them. What kind of advice diamond gives to a piece of coal? Nothing there. Let's just advise them to go through the process, but that ship is sailed, that process is over. What advice can you give it? That it will follow, it will take. Even if you gave it, I mean, it couldn't follow your advice if it wanted to. You can't go where you go, it can't do what you do. You're a diamond. It's just a piece of coal. One brother says, you won't get understanding from tribulation. You got to go in tribulation with understanding. And how that's going to happen. Giving it to you, trying to give it to you. Your knowledge, I got to get you to see the whole creation, connect dots, how stuff works. That's pretty much based on understanding of thorough knowledge of self. Thorough knowledge. That's a form of understanding. We use that word, but it's a thorough knowledge of self. You don't have thorough knowledge of self. You fit in. This all works. Who God is. The consequence. How all these concepts I'm throwing at you, and I've been throwing a lot at you the last few days. I'm gonna come at you the last few days in a way you never suspected. Because of these ages and technology and how it all fits and how all this in the place and where it's going. And if you listen to right now, they trying to be like, oh, Trump's going to bring peace to the world. They said, well, he's going to try to make an agreement with Iran. Happen, but when you understand how the universe works, he may make it will be meaningless because it's not going to last. Because what's driving this whole affair? Energizing plans being energized every possibly 50 years. The pressure's building, and so now everybody's responding to that pressure. It's vectors. You respond. You're a vector, and you respond to those vectors. It depends on your vector and their vector to relate the resultant. It's going to end. How it's going to end up. So it depends on you. And the point is, they can't handle this kind of pressure. There's nothing that you can do. Nothing they can do. They can. It's not absolutely nothing they can do. Once you understand that, you don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. Elijah Muhammad says, well, unless they can find wisdom. No, it's no wisdom they can find. You didn't understand this either. No wisdom they can find. Pressure is pressure. Once you understand pressure, greater pressure overcomes lower pressure. It has nothing to do with wisdom, understanding, nothing. That's just mathematical fact. Once you understand that, you know what's going to happen. That's the way things work. You might not know when, but you know that, well, you know what's going to happen because pressure. You put enough pressure on something, right? If you hit an egg with a hammer, you know what's going to happen. Angel egg that you hit with a hammer and all of a sudden. No. It's a mathematical fact. You drop something, gravity's going to grab it. So that's what you have to, on that level, understand what's happening. Because how would you understand energy deprivation if you don't understand the universe, function of the universe? It says the universe has a fabric and a function. So unless you understand how would you even know anything about energy deprivation? Not because you know the function of the universe. If you know that, then how somebody can explain that the way Elijah Muhammad explained it was that the Earth will go in an unrighteous orbit. Well, from this level of knowledge, yeah, that's the best way you can explain it. Now, that's not the truth. He said, well, the moon was blown with 100% dynamite. Well, at this time, dynamite was the most powerful explosive on the planet. And so that's why he said, well, it got to be dynamite. Then you got Ishmael talking, they found dynamite on the moon. That's bullshit. They found dynamite. You're not find somebody with dynamite. But there's not enough dynamite in the solar system to blow up the Earth like that. You can do it. How much dynamite you would need? You need more dynamite than you can put the size of the moon itself. Even you think about doing something like that. No, it was a nuclear power that did it. But he didn't know anything about that. He didn't know about computers. So therefore he taught it in a sense what he knew. If you understand that, oh well, what was the knowledge level when Elijah Muhammad was around? How do people understand? So therefore they talked. He didn't talk about computers. Nobody had never heard of a computer, never seen one. Nuclear power, because there was none. So war. There were those words. What does that mean? What's conflict? What's conflict? What in the universe of things that fit. Because if you understand the universe works, right? The more pressure you put on something, the hotter it gets. That means the temperature goes. More collisions, that's war. You collide to a point where it's fatal. People dying, they call that war. Otherwise, it's called a conflict. It's called argument. It gets more intense, and the people being killed, then it's a war. That comes to understand how the universe works. You know, what the war would be, right? As a result of the universe start contracting, there'd be war. It's precious building. Who would be the most contribution of war? The mass times acceleration equals force. In other words, everybody in pressure field, everybody has the same amount of force. But it depends on mass times acceleration. So if the force is 12, then your mass is 4, your acceleration is going to be 3. Your mass is 1, your acceleration is going to be 12. Your mass is 2, your acceleration is going to be 6. So if your mass is 1, your acceleration is going to be 12. If you're moving real fast, colliding, plus you can't take it because you got low mass. So then you say, well, who has that? That's the devil. They got low mass. They're moving around faster, more collisions. They'd be the ones initiating war. They'd be all in about war. And they'd be the first ones destroyed by war because all that collisions, since they low mass, low structure, then they can't take the war. They're initiating. They're destroyed by it. You don't need an angel for that. This is what you understand how the universe works. And now the universe is contracting. Pressure's coming, increasing because of energy waves. Then you say, well, if you got two types of people and one of them is low mass, they move very fast. That's acceleration. But since they got low mass, it means low structure. Structure, all of a sudden, you can say structure as well as mass. So they got low structure. So when they hit a collision, they can't survive it. So when the war goes, they're the ones maintain the war, but they're the ones be destroyed by it. This comes out of understanding how the universe works. So you can say these things, you'll need angel for that. And when you have mass, major mass, right? You can handle collisions. So after all the pressure keep building, right? All the low ones move real fast. They can't. At some point, none of them can survive. One will survive is the ones got the highest mass, the highest structure, and then everything calms down because all the other ones are gone. One by one. First the lowest one, then the next one, next one. That right there is what I've been explaining about war. First you get the devil, then you got the goat come in, then you got the right, then you got the bear, and then that's exactly what Angel's saying. That's exactly basic math. Some level of understanding. I understand that, but I don't need the angel for that, because that's just wait, just work. Now, for 6,000 years, they had the agricultural age. Well, what kind of system would you need in an agricultural age? Remember, energy deprivation explains as a U, you go, just come back up, right? So at the bottom, that's the worst part. I'm going to use the worst part. It means you got very little energy. You have some energy because you're still alive. You have very little energy. Not enough to control yourself. Control everything. Make a being that doesn't require much energy. No structure. It has energy to rule, and you don't need energy for that either. It's mathematics. Because this is coming from Elijah. That's from him has mathematics. Whatever scripture he has is based on mathematics. That's supreme wisdom is all about mathematics. No, you probably can't see it that way. But I've analyzed all those things, and they're all mathematical. Be surprised they tell about nuclear power and their nuclear weapons. Nobody either. Even Elijah didn't recognize it. I mean, people reduced to have to go out. But that was the lowest state. Because I mean, the lowest state of that is you can't even grow anything. Then you start eating each other. See? Anyway, agriculture age, let's talk about the cannibal age. Cannibal age is the lowest age. But people had to physically go out and grow food and all that kind of stuff. So that was that's what the agriculture age consists. What happened in agriculture age? Enslaving people, capitalism, Christianity, democracy. That's the triangle system that you need whenever work. Because you have to have the mind for that. The mind that was given was sealed Bible and agriculture. Triangle, okay. Capitalism, is slavery by definition, if you understand it. Christianity justified it because some people are different from others. You see, I mean, what's the basic idea of you look at Christian? There's some people better than others. You have the chosen people. You have people that's cursed. So before you can start slavery, you got to be justified. You got to designate some people be slaves. They got what the Bible's all about. So they say, okay, we was the one, who's the one that, and that we the ones that had to be slaves. Much more to it than that, but I'm trying to get out of the feel for it. They have to have racism. You didn't have racism for agricultural age. You have to have racism because you have to say these people, different these people, and some people are better than others. So since they're less than us, then we can make work for us, make them turn them into beasts. Everybody has to go along because everybody had consensus. Everybody had to reconcile, okay, we all white and they're all black. So even those people so-called abolitionists, all that kind of stuff, they still had the idea it was superior. They're saying, well, we're trying to be nice to them. You need. Justification, like I said, the Bible justified. You got the chosen people, you got the cursed people. Oh my. I don't know if you're getting this. You're gonna get in a minute. Get the hard way. Hmm. Culture age. That's a triangle, and that's justified. Your Bible justifies this. Okay? Then we start rising. So now that the you, right? Bottom of you. So now we start up, right? Now, we're the gods. We're the one transformed. Angels before transformed the gods. The rising, that means that system doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work. Because people had to do all the manual labor and everything. Because they stopped their machines. You see, what the little known fact is, the idea of machines came through you. You don't understand that way because they took, that's why it came with the patent system. Anything a slave came with, NASA got credit. You was a slave, so came with theirs. See, as you're rising, you get more energy. You still got a devil's mind, but you still got your nature. Nature is a part of that. Therefore, you have too much energy, couldn't hold you down there anymore. You had no energy. You had no control of yourself. Now you gain control of yourself. That means slave can't have control of himself, can he? You start controlling yourself, right? That means they can't have anymore. They have to have still need food and stuff, so they have to have another alternative. Use that stuff. That comes in the industrial age. Machines and things to do what you used to do because now you gain more energy. Now they have less control. Remember, said the man of Mark, they had no control over you. Now you got a conflict between your nature and your mind. They gave you their mind, but your nature, different nature, you got the conflict here. Industrial. Look at that. Don't call you slave anymore, you call you employee. That's the revolution. That's why farms in. But you're the one that brought an industrial revolution because you energized. Because now, remember, when you was at the bottom, the world was totally against you because they control. As you start energizing, you start transforming the world your direction. They have more energy now. They couldn't keep you in the fields anymore. And your mind, not your mind, but you was the inspiration behind industrial. And you need another way to do food. Let me get comment. Well, what's this? Is chicken for the egg here? You work on that, but the point is, your inspiration that caused industrial age because they could no longer control you in the field. There's a way to produce. Or your employee. Now, you have less control. More energized now. Then you have a taskmaster, you got a supervisor, before a manager. Let me tell you a little secret, bro, since I haven't revealed before. Maybe you picked up on it, maybe you haven't, probably. I tell you, it says fulcrum, right? You put so much energy, and doing energy deprivation, you give them $100 worth of energy work, make it about $10 worth of pay, $1 worth of pay. They could do that because the folk was against us. That was justice. So in other words, we spent $100 worth of working, we got $1 worth. That was the justice at the time. That's why was Smith to Adam. I mean, I put him up there. That's the justice of the time. There's deprivation, right? We do it 100. We only got one back. They control the one and the 100. You'll need the food and carrying on. They had control of it. Okay, so let's look into this. Now, a little known fact here is you connect that to effort. So as I put $1 in, I get $100 back. I put $100 in. These is what the bottom line is. I say I put one, I get 100 back. That makes me a very productive person if I'm free. That means I do this much energy, but I get this much result. Put in 10 years of energy, but I get 1 use it. That's the kind of work employee work he wants. Active, productive. Black folks, nature more. Where you going with that? Okay. Like, you know, when you get the physical, we beat them every time. I don't care if it's boxing, you know, football, baseball, whatever. Because physically, right? We're more efficient, we're more productive. What happens is that that's with age that it works. And they have more energy, but they have less discipline. Discipline is declining. We're not going to send them anybody to show up their discipline. Therefore, no, discipline times energy equals power. The power is being minimized. The discipline is for, you see the discipline all the time. You know, all the time. So by increasing, right? And it's to the point where they put in and then back. They go out there, you know, so that it's fair. Keep that in mind. A bit same I say broken because we have discipline everything. They put 100, get 100 back. They put 100 in, get. So as far as results are concerned, so you put $10, $100 with engine, and you produce $100. Black folks, they put $100 with, they produce. Looking at it from production phase. So the devil had you working, and man, you very productive, man. You going in, and you flip 100 burgers every hour. You only flip maybe 10 burgers. But a crucial point here is they pay you both the same amount. I get a little experience I had when Elijah departed, right? And I went to that program I told you about, the program. I worked at Montgomery Wars. I remember Elijah Muhammad telling people, I want to get this diverted here. These brothers, they want to go and put a prayer strike down. They want to. It was lazy. I was the foreman, and these brothers were supposed to be FY, but it was for the Muhammad newspaper. They were always trying to find a way to get out of work, and I couldn't understand because it's supposed to be FY. So they said, well, we got to stop the press and say prayers. Because it costs a lot of money to start the press and start it back up. They thought Elijah couldn't just say, speak up, but you couldn't say anything about that. They might have been agents. I definitely can't say anything about that one. Man, we're going to pray to Allah. Stop the prayer. Messenger found out about it. He sent a message back and said, I ain't paying you to pray, I'm paying you to work. Never got it. got my own business, right? I didn't care if it was paying me. I give 100%. If I agreed, we agree on a contract amount. They said, well, we give you $50 an hour. We give you $7 an hour. Once we agreed on it. Now, maybe I should have got. That's what I agreed on. 100% for me. We're good at it. I could be if I wasn't doing it. Anyway, you understand? The thing is, but I was working with Governor Royce, and I was I'm on contract. First job in that program. And so they took notice of me. They kept elevating me. So they put me on payroll. I don't know why they do that. I mean, they thought I'm stupid. With payroll department, actually, how much everybody's working. Everybody get paid. Now, when you go in the memory rewards after we first start, they put you through their own little program. They want to make sure that you understand use Walmart, some reward way or whatever. So, when we went to the regular program, that was all black folks. That was the Urban League program. But then, like I said, Walmart had their own program. So there was this white boy. He was in the program. It was one, and he wasn't that good. He barely got through the program. But he had to get to that program to stay hired. So about a year later, I'm still there. Maybe not that long. Anyway, then they put me on payroll. Look, I see how much this guy's making. He's making more than me. I had a bigger title than he had. He was making more than me, almost twice. That's when I said, hell with this. I started stopping for myself. Start my own business. That way I could control. Yeah, I mean, they still never gave me work, but I said, I agree, give me $50 an hour. Agreed to it. $50, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey. So what I'm trying to tell you is that they're less productive than you. One way you know that because remember, they was pretty much enslaving their people in they just. If you want to get a horse, you want to get a horse that's the best health and produce the most for you. It was more productive than their people. So we're more disciplined by nature. Understand? So the point is what they have when their people come along, no, you're more productive. They make them a supervisor. Or supervisor, they don't know what they sit around. Papers and stuff like that. They get paid more than you. They're watching you. They got to make up something so they can oh, I did this, you did that, whatever. They're paying them more. If there's one on the line with you, they're paying them the same thing, and you doing twice as much, you producing twice as much as that person. That's one of the reasons why they don't want you. Because you're so productive. Understand that. You're much more productive. They get a bigger profit. But they're going to pay the same as them. So in other words, they say, okay, here you go. Right? Now I'm going to pay you $100 a day. Okay? And so, and they know that this person, this black person, is going to produce $500 for them. So the devil only produce 100. So really, like they ain't make any profit of the devil. They paying him what he put in. But you put a lot in, and they give you the same pay as the devil. And that's one of the things our people suffering don't know it. I'm not sure the math. I mean, I suffered that I have my own business. But I know that's the way things work. I know it better, even more better now. The point is, like I said, that's what I agreed on. It's being ripped, but the point is, I was getting money I needed to do the work. I was making a lot of money. It'd pay me what I was really worth. I would have made a whole lot more money. What I'm trying to show you is that's one way from you. Is why I want to keep black folks as consumers. I'm humble because you produce. Means you wouldn't depend on them anymore. So they know you're a better worker. Yeah, folks. Because when they go out into the entertainment and the athletic field and everything else, same idea, right? You got to put so much energy in, you get so much out. And you beat them every time. You beat them every time. The same idea. When you're working on a factory or something. You understand, bros? Get knowledge, get wisdom, and all that. Get understanding. They call them employees. As an industrial leader, again, the other wouldn't work. And that's why it's came under attack. What happened in the industrial age? All of a sudden you had an attack by all kinds of different communism, socialism, all these different things. Because there's new ideas coming, but challenging the old ideas, because those capitalism would not work. One way it could work naturally in our culture. One way it could work in the industrial age is you had to steal. Because back there, it was all legal, mathematically correct. For you to put $100 worth of energy in, work for them, they only give you 10 back because the fall. That's just, when the fall was in your favor, the only way to keep capitalism going down is they have to steal from you. That's what I was trying to make. Steal from you. That builds up negative consequences for themselves. Negative energy, consequence of self, negative energy, but you got that damn near close. See where I'm going? Because the capitalism system doesn't work. It's the only way they have to steal from you to get it. It doesn't work on their people. They're less productive. They need you to work on those jobs. They make a lot of profit off of you. They paid you, then they'll make a profit. But at least the more they can get out of you, the less pay us to them. And you more. That's why they bring in all these foreigners in, because and as their discipline goes down, they become less and less. Those employees are not good to know. They said a lot. That was the one thing. Supervisors, that's the people how you basically, but their productivity is dwindling. Yes, because your energy increasing. You won't get it into a damn break. You get off. That's what he's brought about. Your rise. You forced it. Therefore, they need you in the field some more. You don't see it that way. You think, oh, what's kind of that? Out of your mind, out of your brain came the industrial age. Machines, the ideas came from you. So therefore, the machines do these work. You're in it. Right, that's the beginning of your rise. That led to what? New age is coming. The age is coming in. The old one don't work. Capitalism. Because it justified agriculturally, but it doesn't justify it industrially. And justify them stealing from us, the breakers. Well, different attitude. Let's move on. I'm got to chase here, bro. Talk about the sense of music. So let me just read. I saw, look, the Lamb having stood upon the mountain Zion, 144,000 others, and they saw Islam, 5, Muhammad's control, have name of him and name of his father him, have written upon foreheads of them. And I heard a voice out of heaven, voice of was many, and voice of thunders great, and the voice of those harpers. So there'd be instruments, they'd be playing, they cause them to sing a song. Nobody could sing. Ain't but them. Music. That's it. If you go back, you can document it. Every 50 years, 1860, got upgraded music. Change the attitude of us with our people, to the devils too. That's what music does. Goes on. In other words, finished yesterday, a little bit about it again, right? Computer is something, right? You have the software, the operating system, goes the data, goes in the computer. And the computer can process it and it comes out. Where I was looking for yesterday was tab operator. That's what tab operator. Anyway. So you have it. I said you have computer. You got to come out with it. There's a calculation. Mind it goes the data that's going in. And you get a result. The data come out with that hardware or the motherboard, right? Brains of it. It just calculates the information it gets from the mind. The information calculates it and then gives you a result. If you understand that, then you understand that piano, trumpet, clarinet, they're all computers. Because you put in data in, and then you got to do something to that data that comes in, then you get something out. What's the something you put in? In case of horns, you got to breathe into it, air. And it does something. And then you got the sheet music, is your program. How to program this air. That's what a trumpet does. Press this button, everything else is just affecting that air. And it comes out, music. Data. Data went in, data came out. Air came in, air came out. Air came out. Call it music. It's still air. Music is air. Vibrating air. That's what music is. Vibrating air, period. So you got air coming in. You said, okay, you vibrate this way. Music. Computer. You know what I'm saying? Well, computer. Who's the best at computers? Those computers. Because they best at all the computers. They trying to get, that's why I brought Indians over to keep you out. You know, if you get it, it's all over. But just like once they let you in the golf, they let you into AI, and you. I know you understand that. You know, you look at all these movies. How many movies you see out there where they got a bunch of gangsters or a crew or something, right? Then they got one black guy in there, and he's the one that's the program. He's the one that controls the computers. Doing that. I have a guy. Keep doing that. I think a couple of movies off the top of my head that they did that. They do it quite a bit. The reason they do that is because they want to associate criminals, black people, as criminals. Another way to make sure they didn't do that stuff. That's when they do it. You don't pay attention. All this stuff, media and all that kind of stuff, it's under their control. They 24/7. They don't miss a beat. 24/7. Why they do that? Starting the game. One guy, the guy that got the brain controlling the brains of it. Understand? So those are computers. Those computers are very powerful because they change the way you feel. Attitude, feel around, thing, popping, moving. You're angry, mad. Music in the world is controlled by who? Black people. You got like Eminem, and they got some 5 stars that come in. But the thing is, this whole thing is controlled. Let me check this. I am. You don't understand that. You're the one born in the industrial age, controlling music in the world. You're kind of defeat on that level because nobody can compare. Just listen to Bach, Beethoven, there's those people. And Santino, what his name is? Santoni. That's music of another time. Music is great and great. What happens? You're manipulating the atmosphere. Weather is atmosphere again. The weather's just going crazy. Because black folks are getting angry. The weather reflects of you. Where's mostly tearing up? Here's some white noise because you're still confused. We'll be directing in a minute. Both air. You control. You get in control of them. You tell me the weather and the air right now, reflection of your anger, your passion anger. Now your mind back yet. You don't know these things. So here, remember that. Now, I'm not saying this, but let me say it. Keep telling you about this computer. Do that, write history. I just switch scripts, right? Write the scripture, period. So how come science get a desired outcome, and then it takes working it backwards to find out what vectors has to be created to bring the outcome. Vectors is scripture. People that receive those scripture. Yes. And this computer goes all the way back to the first. Computer go back to the first thing that person had, that brain in the universe. And our computers, remember, if you got a computer, that man, computer hasn't not conscious. You don't have to invent anything. You just look into the future and see somebody dead it, done it, or whatever. And that's kind of, but then to get the point. So as time went on, we lost a little. That no. It's just in generation, how to produce anything. They're still there. We got the most advanced. This stuff they have is like, oh, calculators. Nothing we have. We understand that as we start rising, we get back to consciousness that level. Yeah. We get back in touch next with that computer. If you understand that, those instruments, those are computers. We had control of them. We was in the fields. We had no we had them. So when they stopped being free, right? We broke freedom. We broke the chains. There's a mark. We broke it. They didn't. They ain't, it was no favor. They ain't go to Civil War to save us. They went to Civil War to save themselves. They tell you that to keep you get the bullshit going. So you was dealing with computers. You was dealing with the. Then they came electronic computer. Electronic computer. Yeah, I know it can be electronic, but an electronic computer that process not their data, other kind of data, medical data, business data. That's the computer, that kind of computer. They find that we're the best at doing computers. They're going out their way to make sure we never get anywhere near a computer. They can help it. They bring all these Indians over. But they don't want us to get control of that computer age. For revenge. Who's generating the computer? We are. Well, our mind to do anything to prevent it. So, use age, special age, music. That's what got get control of the atmosphere. Music here. Never before that. And industrial age with later with a community. Well, what did I guess by? Yeah, computer, right? So-called electric computer age. And we brought that age into our. We're the best at it. They acknowledge we're the best at it, but they won't. Because you just as we get back to we don't until we get back in touch with the supercomputer we have, more powerful you can even imagine. So when you see it happening, you see these ages of which culture age, I was a winner. Now the computer age, computer age, spring, computer age, summer, getting back where you were. What do you think technology, everything would be, brothers and sisters? In our minds, and we move rising, they can't handle it. They bring over and everything else. So this is spring stuff. So much. No, can't handle it. Well, let's say if I say summer, they can handle the spring. So cool. We understand, brothers. What's going on here? But when you see industrial, that's the time about rising. 2 days is out. We'll take all a new area. Understand these are seasons. But seasons get more, and right now, can't keep up. Get far. Now they got beds from guys got better than not that good. Thing is, they can patient. They did. You understand? The mind war. Mind war, I can tell you. They're losing. Because all the nations picking up on this. The pressure builds. First one go down. No, so it's pressure. They call AI to them. That's a mental war. They fight. It's gonna go physical. No, the war's already started. Physical soon to follow. Music. There's a new music group revealed. Same time together. As our nation comes together, great, seemingly great army. At the same time, their nation. God says, He's bring division, mother against the door. Yes, son. Vision. Isn't it from us? Especially, you know, isn't it? They paid you really. That was what. In to make a good effort. Excuse me, wrong sister. Move on. Internet stage. Remember, we're going back to the computer age. And they heard the other two. And we lost computer. However, not like what they have. How can we go back in the maybe it's Jack Nicolai? We're going back. Don't know. Going back. And we're going to be back in touch. Computer level again. Because things with computers, these people never imagine we could build computers, and these people never could build robots. We can be something. We're losing people because you have no solution. They'll be here in a minute. You understand, brothers and sisters? This was driven, everything you see, everything was driven by. This is not the devil advancing, the devil being destroyed. Because he's going crazy trying to keep up with. He's going crazy to keep up with the computer, music industry. They're still in there too. Because to do something right, they want to get their cut. So they, a lot of times, get more money than it produces itself. That's about. Hope you understand, brothers. Because they take, it's okay. Gotta go to Mr. Big Israel. Get Moses. He said, okay, we'll take it put your movie out there. When 50% of the profit. Rip every kind of, be more productive. Be more productive. that ocean. Therefore, they're stealing, being dammed up. We go home. We're going to take. They've been stealing us. Been ever since so-called. It wasn't stealing before that. It was just. The affliction wasn't just. It was because they served them. Yes, because yes, we put using energy in. We got 2 years back. We can sell. We are focusing 1 or 2, like a 2 now. Have another one. We put a little bit of Eve with us. Hold on a minute, bros. Briefly, what I'm trying to show here is on the right, you have the devils. Everybody sees 1,000 use of energy, but they only usually 200. They got 500 to kick around. They can get food, use it for that. Buy. They got plus 5. Don't need 200. On the other side, you got it. Excuse me. Now you got this nation, right? It's getting 1,000, but it needs 1,500, so got 5. It needs food. It doesn't. One thing has to get relied to life. Have our own farm, factory, and everything. All kinds of damn things. Now you don't have food. It was happening. We live by teenagers. Now they drag over there. They could have negative 500. And that. So these left over here, they still the same. They didn't transform. You transform over here. They're negative 500, so you don't have it anymore because you're over there. Negative 500. You don't have it because you 0 now. Because it costs you 500. And you pay 500 because you gave up your position. So it comes out to 0. That point. So you have negative 500 and 0 because you're over here. Work for master. The master said, okay, I want you to take, I'm going to give you $2,500. Give me $500. No, excuse me. You do $500. For that food, you need food now. You $2,500 work and you only get 5. That was doing education. But you work this hard. Work. Use 2,500. Work. I'm gonna give you 500. You put in 2,500. And so over here, right? So now No negative because you kept your home. Here, you're in the worst part of planet Earth, so I'm negative. Being in the worst part of planet Earth is negative. He says, okay, I want you to give me $2,500 with effort. So you pay $500. Wow. Here's the profit and the work. How much work you did and how much profit. So, in other words, if you do 2,500, benefit, benefit for them, right? They pay 500. They got $2,000. It's usually to produce 2,500 units of energy. They reduce 25 units, but they only paid you 500. So you put 5. So he made 2,000. That's where it goes. Here, remember, you're not in the hard cost. It is ripping you, stealing from you. Go eat. You need to eat. Now, carefully, this case here, now you went from 1,000 to $2,000 a day. $2,000. So now you only need 1,500, so you got 500 extra. Not before, now you only need 1,500, but you get 2,000. Oh, he get 2,000, he only need 200, so you got 1,800. So now that you got 500, you could bring your people back. Bring them back. They don't have any workers anymore. Use this. Over here now. What they can do, they start each other. Each other. Move on, bro. So in this case here, right, you produce your own supply. No supply. Don't need them anymore. No supply. That $500, use that to produce. Now you have no deficit down there. You got enough energy to produce your own food. You produce your own food, what happens over here? So if food goes to waste, nobody produce it. It's something. Man was his own family now, not here. Then the supply. Food goes away. No supply. No one's over there working anymore. And they produce their own. That's what Elijah's nightmare. Producing their own, that means that shut just capitalism down. If they're big enough, need it. People buy demand. So they have demand the most, they're producing their own. Elijah Muhammad's program. What are they going to do? I don't know why he's doing it. Here. Once it happens, spot goes away because somebody has to work it. There's somebody to work it. in order to produce food, what it's showing here is they'll start enslaving their own people. That's just showing right here. Just people. We ain't over there no more. That's why. See right here? On people right here now. Slave them. And they want to make a profit. I went to profit. 500,000. Put 2,000 users put in, they only got 5. Inefficient, but they got 5 back. That's people. In this case, ripping up people $1,500. First of all, because separated 500, we get 2,000 back. They put 500, they only get 500 back. They can't make a profit off of them. 500, they pay them 500. Have to rip them off. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, boss. I could talk about here. These are the words. FBI agent. Rip them out much longer. Let's put over there. Yeah, I covered most of my points. Remember, Mark, like if it's dark, you got blind people in the dark and you got people that can see, but none of them can see. They're blind because lights come on. People that have eyes see, people don't have eyes. That's the difference. It's the between our people that's got crushed by the people that transform. Most will be gotten rid of. Furnace, most will be gotten rid of. There's 40 years. Some of them fall in the category of lost life knowledge. They ain't go down. The whole purpose of 40 years in the wilderness to get rid of them. They couldn't. You're talking about the ones, remember, they didn't make it through. Wilderness, they get to tribulation. Some of the ones go to tribulation, they get through. This speaks to that. The weeds, yeah, weeds, right? They're cast thrown in the fire. That's the demons. They got rid of. Then you got another group down here. Son of Man will force the angel, and they will get out of his kingdom all this stumble on those who commit. There's 2 groups. That's original people. Right? It's after Exodus. So therefore, 42 years, they're crushed. They're blind. They're corrupt. They ain't gonna make it. Soul is your body. It does. A lot of people fall in iniquity. They transform. Demons, the traitors. So when the light comes on, they won't see it. They won't even see the light then. That's the group talking about lost for lack. Remember the man in Mark. He didn't have he had his own mind, but yet it was that nature that's Joshua They saw me submit it, right? Saw me submit it. That means he's original. He was with the program, but he was in darkness, but it was even though his master's voice. Darkness sounds like. Then you got this other group. Infiltrators, liars. Infiltrators are demons. There's somebody sneaks in, cover. Infiltrators. You got the betrayers. Operators. Go to hard costs, but they keep trying to find an easy way out. We're on the brothers and sisters. That's bread or something. They made it through. Low quality diamond, but they made it through. Transformed. They'd be all other diamonds shining bright, and they got flaws. Yeah, man. Look at that. The other ones that have this got burned up. The other one they put back in the furnace and left in the furnace. Burned up, tormented. Then diamonds will shine bright. Don't go into this whole reality is computerized. Ain't talking about the Matrix. Okay, reality. What I said, it was computers that a computer that wrote the scriptures. They saw this whole reality, whole system, whole period, 24,000-year period, seasons, a season, and they wrote the scripture and everything needed to get a certain outcome. So we live in a program that computer wrote, but we're out of touch with it. That's why you see a computer age. That means we're coming back to our own. Okay? We're going back and start programming ourselves. Already programming the music. Realized that's what we're doing. Programming that. And the weather too. Realize we're doing else. That's what the computer age is. That's going back to our own. This whole thing is about computers wrote everything. We're under control. You say, well, you control computers? No. Because we turn the computer, we're going to leave it with all the knowledge and wisdom, scriptures. Computers are under our control. Because we tell the computer to execute what drives it. We tell the computer this is the outcome we want. And the computer comes up with, like you say, okay, you want this result. Tell people, okay, got some, or some say, I want this result. And then they go ahead and find what, you don't tell them how to do it. You say, that's the result I want. So they figure out how to produce that result. So who's going to control it? You are. You said, you make the determination, that's the result I want. And then they got to figure out how to produce that. Anything in the computer. You say, this is the result I want, and then they come up with a description and everything necessary, so we control it. And now we're out of touch with it. Now we're coming back. And that, as Elijah Muhammad told you, it was going to drive this whole affair. Then you should say, well, we rise and we're going to rise back up to computer level again. That makes sense? Is that simple enough for you, brothers and sisters? I get more clear and clear as we go. I never revealed to you like that before. But I've been telling you the mind war, it's a data war, and that right there is telling you it's a computer war. We got the best computers. We got the ultimate computer. Now we got to get back to where we can program, we can understand and relate to it. Use programs that it generates. Understand the books that it generates. We also need that very same computer to navigate through the universe. That means we got to come to that level, that technology. So we have to come to the level of technology to work in that reality. Right now, if you want to deal with this reality, you got to understand the computers on this level. You may not be a programmer. You have to understand the basic, all that kind of stuff was all programmed. Understand, bro? I'm trying to bring home to you. Again, this is what I'm trying to understand. Let's drive this whole thing. Jesus are, scriptures are. The angel explained to you. That's what it's the mind for this time, because it gives you all the information you need. This time, thing. Where everybody is, when, why they doing it. You understand? Where'd that come from? That came out of that computer. This is the one that sealed the Bible. This is no person, no man, anything. It was this computer did it. Not one of us. That's what no man in heaven, earth, or on earth. It was a computer. You say, well, how did the book? Somebody produced the book. It was produced, but it was produced by a computer. That's what it's telling you. It says, no one in heavens. Let me real quick. Exactly how it phrases it. I'm close. I know you don't pay attention to these things. It goes up. 6. No way. I think it's gotta be. Yeah, it says, no one was able, heavens, no upon the earth, no underneath the earth, open. No one. That means a person, no one. Who did it? They couldn't, whoever did it should be able to open it, right? Whoever sealed should be able to open it. Was it sealed by? It was sealed by that computer. But no human could do it. But the Lamb was able to do it because he got back into that computer, which you need to do. He rose to that level. Angel. He broke the seals. That means he's back in touch with that computer. That's why I'm telling you these things. They'll tell you that tell you that this AI is driven by you. Because you're rising now, just like you generated the industrial age. Because that was your way out of the fields. So they had machine stuff doing now, so you was out of the fields, and you was rising. And you had to get him produce way to get out of the field. So you produce industrial machines and things. You understand? So now you're rising, and now the music was in tune with all of that. Blues in the 1860s, jazz 50 years later, rock 50 years later, Motown. Now you're about to spend the next one. Each one signified a state of situation. You had the blues. Okay, it wasn't in the fields anymore. You didn't have anything. You know what to do. You had the blues. Industrial age kicking in. Therefore, they need you in the fields anymore. But then you got industrial age. They had you in the factories. They had a war. Each one came with a war. Because they fight each one of these. They was fight each one of these different levels. That's where the war came at. Let me speak to that in my close, brother. Yeah. Culture age. They wouldn't hold out of culture age. That's their age. Whose age? They wouldn't hold on to the winter. Spring start coming. And what? That was a war about. They wouldn't hold on to days and stuff. That's what age was coming in. That's what the war was about. They wouldn't hold on to that. They didn't want to free you. It is that the age coming in, they had to grab hold to it. So spring's coming in, man, we got to control the spring, man, because we're winter people. The winter people, winter age, right? You want to hold on to the winter age, and say, people say, well, we're going to hold on to winter age. Yeah, hold on to it, man. Control spring. You understand? So therefore, the South, they're trying to control on to the winter age. Capitalism. Christianity. What's this? Well, we can't hold on. Let's try to control the spring. Because the point is, they need you in the fields anymore. So our ratio came in the industrial age because that got us out of it. You understand? But that war resulted. You got those trying to hold on to the South. The other ones trying to control. New age coming in, this new age we see coming in. We still want to profit. We want to profit. Capitalists, they still want to hold on the old system. They just want to hold on the old idea, the sealed Bible system. But they got to deal with a new age. The only way they can hold on to that, because the fulcrum changed, now they got to steal from you. Now you're more productive, but they can't pay you. They got to steal from you because before you put 100 in and you only got 10 back. Just that was new one now. You put in 100, you're supposed to get 300 back. That means there was no profit. They had to steal 250 from you. Been doing it for the industrial age. Call you employee. They're trying to hold on to the industrial age the time doing it. Bring other people in. They got to bring people from Mexico and across the board and everybody. Keep stealing, stealing from you. Understand how this thing's working. What's going on there? So therefore, what happens? Now, well, that war was about. But spring is coming in. It's gone. Spring's coming in. The spring is in our favor, but it's still stealing from us. Stealing us because that system don't work anymore. Capitalism don't work. The whole idea of Christianity, we being, they got to say, okay, and now you got equal civil rights, all that kind of stuff. That idea doesn't work anymore. They need you in the factories and stuff now. That idea doesn't work anymore. The idea in your Bible about you being ham and you doing to be slaves forever because you're not put your slaves anymore. It doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore. Rated. Capitalism don't work anymore. They call you an employee. They got to pay you, but they steal from you. Those things don't work anymore. Democracy doesn't work. That kind of democracy doesn't work anymore. Now you got the conflict between the two. So then you move on. Now Summer's coming in. Uh-oh. Spring ain't working anymore. The AI age. Now, the focus more in your favor. Now you're 2-1. But you got to steal even more. And now you have more control over it. They're trying to keep you. And now war is coming between the two. What's coming between those two now? In industrial. But those want to keep the industrial, right? Because the industrial, right, you got hard to enslave. It's hard to control you because now you got unions and all that kind of stuff. So that whole slavery idea is gone. Unions, all that kind of stuff. They hold on to industrial. Unions say, man, we can't do the AI. We're going to lose jobs. See the conflict between the two? Unions and these different things, people fighting it. We got a war between those two because now they land off people big time. And you say, wait, we're going to have a big conflict right there. Between industrial age, factories, manufacturing, all that kind of stuff. Because that AI is going to take care of that. But hey, they say we got to control AI, but they lose the control. So everybody else. Remember, this is all about us. They're the ones control the industrial age. That's us. We the ones brought it in. They're the ones control AI. We brought it in. We want to get control. It's all about. We the ones forcing these seasons. We the ones. It's in our favor. I understand that, bro. On here. It's harder and harder for them, but they're losing more control. Look, who's controlling the AI? Who's controlling the industrial? And it was controlling the industrial. These other countries, people across the border, they're trying to keep us from getting it. Who's controlling the AI? Now they're getting beat on AI. They bring Indians in from India and everything else. Because they can't do it. They're trying to take control of it. They can't do it. They're losing control. Because they got to bring, that's why they bring all these people across the border for the industrial age. And jobs to China, every place. So they're going to bring that stuff back. We can't. Because he can't control it. Their people can't control it. It's coming in. We bring it in. You understand? We're the ones bringing it in. They're trying to keep us from controlling our reality. We bring it in. Because nature is coming in our favor. They're trying to keep us getting our mind back. But they're keeping us with the old mind, eating ourselves with new seasons coming in. They're trying to keep us controlling our season. Oh, spring. But we don't want they come in, they can't stop. They're trying to control. For industrial jobs, right? They lost control. Lost control of industrial jobs because everybody's doing industrial except America. But he said, we're going to put tariffs. Trump's trying to control it. This is a waste of time. He's not going to be able to do it. Then they come to, now they lose control of that. They lost control of industrial. And now they're going to be a big fight between them. They're going to totally lose control of industrial in a minute. That's what's going to inspire this big Armageddon here. But they're going to have a big crash. Economy going to totally crash. But even if it didn't, because what Matt Farmer's going to do is going to have it suddenly. If it didn't, they would have a big war between, because you already see it brewing right now, there's a big war coming. If even Matt Farmer to move, become between AI and industrial. But these right now said, we're going to do all these people. They find new jobs. They're going to find new jobs. There's a big class right there. AI and industrial. They have all the computers doing all this stuff. And there were people, no jobs for people. There's a big class right there, but because what Mass Farmers are ready to do, going to force that fast. What happened? You see a war coming just like you had a civil war. Then they find out, because remember, Let me play it again. When the industrial age came in, they found that we was better productive workers than the white people. And the white people, that's what got mad. It says, you put them in the factories, and we can't compete with them. They said we can't compete with slave labor, but that really was, they really have us working there than them because we was producing better. So slave master, that's how the idea was. They put them into, let's take advantage of this industrial. We put out slaves. We said, we can't compete against it. That's the fact is we're much more productive. Same thing now. Because black folks have been trying to keep you out of it. I told you about that program every time with you. And they're going to find better at it. But they're going to attack you. That's the reason I'm trying to stay from the computer side of it. But they're trying to control that to get rid of it. Lost control of agriculture. They ain't lose control of industrial. There'll be a war there, but those days cut those short. They're just shutting their country down. Source of it. This is, and it was. You're better. You drive. This year, our culture age, you had no control. Now you drive it up. So now you go into. That's the beginning of the actually the industrial age is the beginning of the AI age because right now you got machines and stuff. They ain't smart. They have machines. They're producing things. Now you go to AI, which I'm do. Yes. So we're gonna take this. This whole war is right. Not the mind war. Age. Our age. Well, actually, the industrial age, our age too. Yeah, that age got us out of the fields. Our age gets hand back. Industrial age got us out. This one's gonna get us home. The age. And we're best at it. Productive. We're gonna take it to the just get better and better. More and more access to computers. And we got to own the computer. And we got to get access, learn to access it, get to it. Like you got to we got to learn how to use it. We got to learn how to use that computer. Because that computer also, I said, that computer produces navigational computers that we need to get through the universe. You have to learn how to use that computer. That's why you have to angel, get your mind up to the point where you can start using that computer. Ultimate computer. It's an ultimate tool. You got to learn how to use it. To build. To build builds electrons be way past anything they can do. All that power in it. We can look to the future, but look back. Learn to access that computer. Engineer says, okay, I want to build this house and everything else. I want to. Because remember, this is going to be like the mainframe, and we're all going to have personal computers. I'm in the case for that. Okay? I'm going to say AI, I say ask you, ask questions. This is us. This idea is coming from us. You don't understand. They're never going to tell you that. We're going to be able to address that. Do all kinds of things. Look at the future. Also, use that computer and say, okay, take 4 birds, temperature decline to you. You got to get, that's what we're going to be doing in here. That's our ultimate technology. You can't go bad, you can't get bad technology. Or we're going to have our own personal computers, so to speak. We don't need cell phones. That's what you got to do. And the more you can get out of it. I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. I had to move to this level. I told you, I've been telling you for hours. It's much deeper than you understand. Ever is with you. Maybe you understand, maybe you don't, but you will understand pretty soon. I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters.